Welcome back to BVarsity Live. We're in the downtown TVC Media Studios, and we have Garces Volleyball in the house. I'll introduce. We got a full house here, is what we have. Emily Demos, Hannah Mergel, associate head coach John Price. Do you see how professionally I did that, Kim? And then the head coach Kim Harper's over there next to Trevor. She's not on the screen. She's over there, I promise.
She is.
And again, we try to plan these things as best we can. They lost it was a coin flip match last night. You guys lost the coin flip instead of winning the coin flip against Bakersfield Christian. Either way, a great volleyball match. You can check out highlights on Bakersfield.com. And I think regardless of what happened last night, you guys are off to a strong start this season. Emily, let's start with you. How fun is it to play on this team, and how good do you think you guys can be?
It is so fun. All the girls, we always have a great time on and off the court. Just being together, and I think our team spirit and team energy can definitely bring us really far in the season. So I'm excited.
Hannah, you are the team's only senior, is that right?
Yes.
That's odd. I mean, you don't see that, especially on good teams, very often. Usually if you're the only senior, that's a bad sign because it means you don't have a very good team around you. But that's not the case here. However, do you feel that pressure to sort of lead these girls?
I do feel the pressure. I do think even though we have a young team, I think we can handle ourselves very well. And as much as I want to take over complete leadership of the team, I know that I don't have to. I know that they can take care of themselves and know what has to be done, and we can be good together no matter how young they are.
John, explain how you're here right now. I mean, I think that everybody in the volleyball community knows your name, obviously. How did you become associate head coach with Kim?
Kim was an assistant for me when I was at Cal State Bakersfield many years ago. We've been friends ever since. And she knows that I've been working towards, when I got let go at Cal State Bakersfield, I ended up going to Northridge for 4 years, and as the second assistant. And my salary basically caught up to my pension. So I was getting paid the same to not work as to work. So I decided I would retire from Northridge and then see what happens. And then Kim's been bugging me when I do that to come help out at Garces. Right. So that's how I got here.
Right on. Zach, can I get that?
Yeah, seriously.
No,
let's all get the Cal State system. No, but Coach, I think seriously, college coaching to high school coaching, you have to make a pretty big adjustment there. How has that been for you?
It's different in tactics and preparation. There's a lot of things that are different, but the coaching's not that much different. Okay. I'm teaching kind of the same stuff, and I've really been teaching much more system and mental stuff than I have physical stuff, even though we're doing physical training as well. But it's volleyball's volleyball. As long as you have good enough players, volleyball's volleyball.
Kim, I think there would be some coaches who might be hesitant to bring in an established coach as an assistant or an associate. You obviously were not hesitant at all. I mean, this was a no-brainer for you to bring in John and his expertise.
Yeah, I was thrilled at the opportunity to bring John into our program. I mean, my priority is Garces volleyball, and it would be ridiculous of me not to pursue the opportunity to have John coach once he retired. And having him in the gym has definitely raised our intensity level in practice and also kind of the expectations of what our girls are capable of. So by no means I'm so excited to have John there every day. I feel like I'm becoming a better coach every day, and it's really, I'm blessed, and we're very fortunate for that.
Do you remember the phone call that we had that day? Mm-hmm. I went, Kim, where are you going? Because that's basically how I took it. And she was like, oh, no. And I went, wow, this is going to do a lot of great things. Hannah, when you have John on staff, I mean, what does that kind of bring for you in your senior year to have these two great coaches, lending hand to you?
I mean, I will always love Kim. She's coached me since I was 12 years old. She's taught me everything I know about volleyball. But having John, he knows so much about volleyball in general, not just the college world. And he has matured us so far. He's taught me so many things that I have never heard before, but they're helping us tremendously. And I love having a new knowledge and a new viewpoint on volleyball overall.
Emily, you played varsity as a freshman, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So you guys were 1-9. Next year, Kim comes on. You guys go 4-6 in league, but you got two, let's call them standout freshmen coming in with Layla and with Perry Starkey. Layla Green and Perry Starkey, both great hitters for you guys. And then you guys take this offseason and kind of gel together, how much better do you think that you guys can be once, let's say, November 6th hits and the regular season's over?
I mean, we're definitely working towards getting better every day, and I think since like the years have progressed since I was a freshman, we've just gotten better and better, and like continuing to get better like throughout the season. So I'm really excited just to see like how hard we have worked now to see like towards the end of the season how much better we're going to be.
Hannah, you've been the main setter for the last 3 years, and now you've kind of given way to Priscilla, and you're kind of playing a little bit more right side now, right? How much have you kind of seen the progression of this team? And despite the loss last night, how excited are you for this year?
I mean, being at Garces through all of the up and downs that the last 4 years have been, I am so excited to have this team and this opportunity. We have the ideal team, I think, to go as far as we want to this season, and with coaching that we have, we can do great. And I love being able to have another setter. I love having Priscilla on the team. It's kind of like a partnership. It's not a versus all the time. We're working together to make the team better. It's a teamwork ideal.
John, does talent kind of outweigh age with this team, really, when you look at how young you guys are?
Talent usually outweighs everything. So yeah, I'm a better coach when we have talent.
It's funny how that works, isn't it? Yeah. Last night, and I know maybe it's a sore subject still, but the atmosphere is what I really want to talk about. Garces played Bakersfield Christian in football this year for the first time. You guys have played in volleyball before, but maybe not when both teams were at this level. How much fun was that, and how much of a rivalry, in a good way, a friendly rivalry, do you feel developing there? Start with you, Emily.
Our herd is amazing out there all the time. They're always there to support. Like, we're always there to support each other through any sport, any win, any loss. We're always there, and it's really amazing.
How about you, Hannah? How was it last night, and do you feel that rivalry developing?
Oh, I can definitely feel the rivalry. Both student sections, no matter what the sport is, are amazing, and they cheer on each other great. But I think it is good that we have multiple sports competing. It's not just a football. It's not just a volleyball. We play each other in water polo. We play each other in golf. It is a whole school rivalry evolving, and I think it's going to be really good for both schools.
Seems so natural, and it just took a while to get there. But you have the Holy Bowl with San Joaquin Memorial in Fresno, and now you sort of have this private school, Christian school battle with Bakersfield Christian as well. Moving forward into the league, now the SWYL is so tough. It's all Division I teams, except for you guys don't have to worry about the seeding so much, but you know how much you can help yourselves and challenge yourselves. What do you make of the league race this year, and how much fun is it to have those two really challenging games every single week, Emily?
It's definitely going to be a challenge every single week. We just have to go out and fight like as hard as we can. And it's really fun because we know like our team is going to be so strong this year that we have to fight for every game, and it's not just going to be handed to us. So we're expecting to play as hard as we can because we know we have to play as hard as we can.
Any particular rivalries you're looking forward to in league, Hannah?
All of them. Every single game is going to be a great game. We're going to have to fight every game. We're going to have to work just as hard as we did the last game every single time to get where we want to be.
Even Coach, in college, there's balanced leagues, but I don't know. I mean, this may be as balanced of a league top to bottom as you've seen in volleyball. I mean, it just doesn't seem to matter who you're talking about. There's not one team that's going to beat everybody's brains in, and there's not one team that's going to get his brains beat in by everybody. It's just any given night, really.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the quality of the high school volleyball, and I think every good team we've played, that match has been close, and we've won more than we've lost. But every one of those matches could have gone either way. Last night's match could have gone either way. When we played Clovis, it could have gone either way. When we played Central, it could have gone either way. Played a good Bishop Gorman team, could have gone either way. So I feel that's how the league is going to go. I think it's going to be who does the best job of showing up every night, and you're going to get beat. It's just you got to see how many times that happens.
And we should mention that because Bishop Gorman is for those who don't know, the sort of athletic factory powerhouse in Las Vegas. To beat them in any sport is a headliner.
Don't they have an Olympic high jumper on campus? In Randall
who happens to be
daughter?
Randall Cunningham's daughter.
Yeah,
Vashti
exactly.
Cunningham,
I mean, that's pretty good. Or Snoop Dogg's kid is still there playing football, I think. I mean, it's a factory. Kim, I'm gonna relay this question to you. We talk about league and how important it is, but you get Allison Dees, who is Guy Dees, the baseball coach, and Tatchby, Sherry Dees, their volleyball coach up there. But she transfers in, gets stuck in this weird 30-day, even though Dad works at the school, which should have eliminated that 30-day process. But here it is the world you guys live in. How much does it kind of factor into how much better this team could be when you get a middle hitter like that in to kind of solidify that front line of the offense?
Well, we're definitely excited about both our transfers this year. Aaliyah Legit came over from Highland. She transferred in. She's a junior. And Allison Dees transferring from Tehachapi. Because, Guy works at Garces, I've known the Dees family for a very long time. And I'm excited to have Allie added to our roster. I think that she adds another level of depth for our team. And I'm excited to see, what happens when she's out there. It does definitely change the look of our team, adding another, dynamic attacker like her. And so we'll be, on all cylinders all the time. So I'm pretty excited about the addition of her to our team.
Emily, we'll start with you. Does that kind of make you excited that you guys are going to be able to have like a whole month of league to kind of figure out what you guys can do with, I would think a lot of excitement going into D2 playoffs at some point, right?
Yeah, I think we've, just to think about how much better we're going to be towards the end of the season, we've worked really hard now, and I think we can just build on that, especially with just like all the girls on our team have worked so hard. Through our wins and our losses, we've learned something through each game, so just working on those little mistakes, I think, will take us really far.
Well, this is the Garces volleyball team. I think we got to take another break and get
that went
football
by
football
fast.
in here. Go ahead. What's that?
Oh, no, I was going to say that just went by fast.
Yeah,
32-30.
these segments do tend to go by fast, but we appreciate you guys joining us, and shoot, good luck the rest of the way. We know it's not going to be easy, but it's certainly going to be fun sitting in our chairs.
Yeah.
If not, I think Kim sometimes I say, "Oh, that was fun," and Kim says, "Yeah, for you." But that's
Sometimes.
yeah, it is. I think it is fun when you look back on it. So anyway, Emily Demos, Hannah Mergel, and coaches John Price and Kim Harper, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
guys.
you for having us.
And we'll be back on BVarsity Live with Foothills football team right after this. Not the whole thing.